Here we go. Here's where it all starts. Pretty much bankrupt, no money, zero company value. There it is. Our starting airport. Better get comfortable with it. This is going to be our home for a while. All dressed up in whites and a tie. Airline executive, I suppose. So guaranteed, first thing we're going to need to do is find a plane. That I do know. Skyhawk. Wow, this is a pretty good song. This is a really good song, actually. Yeah, much cheaper. Let me just see if I can afford a lease. We're just gonna start simple, hauling people around. Okay, here we go. We're locking into it. I'm gonna bank up that XP. That's a mistake I made last time. Going all the way to Provo. How long is this gonna take? Holy crap! In a Cessna, this might take an hour or so, possibly. That's where we're at in our starting universe here at Stratus. Let's go ahead and come on down. We're the next contestant. And there we are in Paris. This is our home. Let's take a selfie. Our very first flight with Stratus. You got to preserve these moments. There we go. The problem with starting your own business is you're the pilot, you're the executive, you're the maintenance man, you're the janitor, and you're the accountant all at once. Now I feel like I'm in a little better position. We're gonna be in the dark if we're not careful here. Oh, low voltage! I got to get my alternator on. For heaven's sakes! Ooh, that was lucky. That could have ended in disaster real fast. My goodness, I think we are ready. I'm going to get my taxi lights on. This is exciting. My comm isn't working. How do I broadcast? Yeah. You thinking what I'm thinking? We'll come back to it. We don't have time for this. Although, I'm not sure it's Orion now. Orion's a winter constellation. I wouldn't expect him to be up. Bear Lake Radar, this is Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. Holding short runway 28. We are ready for departure. Nice and easy. No gear to worry about. That's nice. We're going to keep our pitch at about 10 degrees. Okay, I don't want to sink, but I want my trim wheel to be doing its job. It's a good question. I've heard it was deep, but I also heard there's a Bear Lake monster. What lake doesn't have a monster? That's what I want to know. I don't know if it's just been a while since I've flown this thing, but man, it has a hard time climbing. I'm at maximum throttle, about maximum RPMs. It's a beautiful summer evening here, Bear Lake. I'll bet you the shakes are just flying off the shelves. There's a nice little burger joint right there at that corner of the lake. Several of them in Garden City, and then of course several of them around the corner down by Lake Town. We've got to get over those mountains now that I think about it. Better start thinking about that. I may end up, wow. Holy crap, what just happened? I mean, we're going to make it one way or the other. It's probably more interesting that way. I need to back the mixture off. That's half of my problem, not all of it. We're about halfway through our journey. This is going faster than I thought it would. We're trucking now. Oh, what's that one? Is that East Canyon? Maybe that's East Canyon. I don't know. Can't keep track of all the reservoirs anymore. Who cares? When it comes real, it's all water. The audio interface is always going out, and then one of my monitors. Well, I don't know why I'm telling that story. Let's just look at the moon. Ooh, is that Park City up there? Might be Park City all the way up there. Let's get a little depth of field on this one. And then, of course, if you're really astute, probably see Salt Lake City and the Salt Lake Valley. I'll tell you what, I'll take you up there. It's a beautiful picture right there, though. One thing I've learned is you just kind of know when you're having a good flight. It just kind of got to feel a vibe to it. This one's a good flight. And if you're having a hard time keeping straight, HeadTrip Air from HeadTrip Stratus from HeadTrip who knows what, don't worry about it. Just click next. Sit down, grab a Coke. Next 7 hours, it's taken care of for you. I don't know what we're going to do once we're in Provo. Hopefully there's some good work there. Certainly isn't going to give us much in the way of money. And that's the problem. We're going to run out of money, and we'll be trying to build our experience and our rank, and we won't have any money left. What do you do? What do you do then? Don't have any credit, can't take out a loan. You're just stuck. And I think that's what happened to Quiznos sandwiches. Ah, I miss Quiznos. Man, this is going to be a photo fest. We're going to document this like we're brand new parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what I'm saying, brother. Hey, look back over here. Right back over here. That's the one I wanted. You know, you're brand new parents, that you got yourself a new little Canon or a Nikon. You know, back in the day, maybe it was your Nokia phone, but you were just flipping pictures around like it was your job. And then you don't know where to put them all. Now you have to go either buy a cloud space or a NAS server. And that's the world we live in right now. And I haven't seen probably 70% of the pictures of my own family. But I can guarantee you TikTok has. Let's go ahead and change our heading by about 10 to 20 degrees, and let's see if that gets us where we need to be. Kind of on a Wolf Alice kick right now. A little bit of an Ethel Cain kick. I was listening to Ethel Cain in the car thinking I was all going to show my wife, something cool, and she's like, "Oh, so you're listening to Ethel Cain lately, huh?" I was like, I guess. I'm thinking the same thing too, but I still like it. Most of it. Some of it. Pretty much all of it. It's not a competition, guys. Not yet, at least. And I realize I've been completely off the grid as far as ATC is concerned. Like, I've got to get that worked out. There's all the ski slopes. This is the maiden flight, so you figure get something a little different. And by different, I don't mean Kimball Junction. That's not bad. That's the Heber Valley. Let's get ourselves a snap of that one. The only problem is I was out of focus. I could feel like I was late on that one. Man, I really ought to watch where I'm flying. Mr. Photographer. That's it. Autopilot off. Holy crap. Well, that's the name of the movie. Personal Photographer. Are we going down Provo Canyon? Is that where this is taking us? Through Deer Creek? Just don't eat at that restaurant that puts macaroni and cheese on your pizza. That was nasty. I will tell you, I am a sucker for Doritos, though. Like, every time, and it drives my wife crazy, and my kids crazy for that matter. Whenever a new flavor of Doritos comes out, I have to. It's obligatory. I have to buy them. And I know they're not going to be good. There's a reason why there's Cool Ranch and Nacho cheese, Like, those are the only ones that ever don't taste like HUD. In the baseball field. The major leagues of Heber City, apparently. The plan wants to take me straight over top of that peak. That is not happening. Trying to eke out a living. Wondering where we're going to sleep. And there are plenty of opportunities to lose points. I'll probably take all of them. It's really weird, actually. Not as weird as that. ATC's working now. Well, how do you like that? Okay. Alright, Pro International. Let's call an approach. 118.885. Let's do this for real.
Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. Cleared for full stop landing on runway 36. Report over the creek.
Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see if we can keep our score at 98%. That's the trick. We need a real early soft buttery landing. Low G's for our passengers. Who are we hauling, by the way? No bounces, and that's probably not going to happen. Well, I can't pay attention to all that crap.
Third eye heading 105, citation 0 Uniform Sierra.
Got the hot pots over this direction. Isn't there some hot pots or something over here? There's your view of the Salt Lake Valley. Congratulations. Oh, 36. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm being an idiot.
Duke 759er18, ready to copy IFR clearance of Palm Springs with Papa.
Let's just let these guys get everything off their chest. Runways sometimes. Look at those mountains. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Problem is when you do that, when you go to take a picture, everything goes to high heck. Because you can't control the plane while you're taking pictures. You can't do two things at once. It won't let you. But they're beautiful mountains. I'll tell you that much. Man, look at that. We live in a snazzy place. Alright, I'm going to enter the pattern. Provo approach. This is Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. Can I get an altimeter setting? Oh, shoot. I didn't push the right button. My trim has got to be fixed. No more picture taking. That's probably good. I don't know. Maybe not. Hold tight. Lots to think about.
Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. Enter left downwind for runway 36. Report over the creek.
The back end of the red. That's us. 36 coming from the south. Sounds like late night alumni. Quite a bit. Reporting off the creek. Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. I don't know where the creek is. Unless he's calling this whole algae-ridden lake creek. We're going to let the runway get behind us here. And goodness, hopefully we land on the right one. Let's just make sure that's not our... That is our boy. I thought it was this one over here. This is our boy right here, 36. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to have to do some kind of funky, weird flip around. That was the worst pattern work ever seen to man. Oh, cargo. 60 pounds of cargo. And it doesn't even tell us what the cargo is. It's secret. Oh, I shouldn't do this. It's not my runway. I'm not going to take it. It was right there for me. The temptation was rife. That one's mine over there. On a right downwind. Right base.
Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango. Cleared to land runway 36.
Cleared land, runway 36. Taxi lights. Come on, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to put my taxi lights on. Oh, this is not pretty.
Salt Lake approach, Allegiant 1590, request direct dolly.
Okay, not the prettiest landing, but we will land it. It's always at an angle, isn't it? It's just like my golf game. That was a hard landing, but we didn't bounce. Did I jack something up? Oh, that got us down. That took like 10 points off. That was bad. My landing hit me hard. Hit me hard. That one's not going to be pretty to watch. Just goes to show you how much room for growth we have. Just think of it.
Stratus 4 Whiskey Tango, taxi to General Aviation Parking via Charlie. Good day.
To parking via Charlie. Have a good one. Well, Mr. Amphibious there taking... Those are coming off. And my fuel pump probably should have come down a long time ago. And let's go ahead and stall this bad boy out. We literally just reached level 2. How exciting is that?
Embraer 225, Echo Mike. Follow the Gulf Stream, then hold at holding point Tango 1. Following Gulf Stream, holding it.
Engine off. We're moving up in the world. That was nice. That was awesome. It's good to be flying again. Sorry for all the distractions. But sometimes you just gotta keep it fresh around here. There it is, our very first flight as an airline. That's pretty hip, you have to admit. Right there. Hope you had a good time. I sure had a good time. I know you were worried that we were getting sidetracked, but this is important. Don't worry about HeadTrip Air World Tour. It's going nowhere. We'll be back in the South Pacific before you know it. Probably next episode, but not promise anything. Might want to move this company forward just a little bit. Don't worry though. We'll get her done. Look at those mountains. My goodness. Even though that wasn't my plane, but that's okay. Alright, now I'm done. Thanks for joining along. We'll see you next time.